Y'all, today I was thinking about the Bible verse, and if someone were to ask me to describe my life in one word, what would I say? Let me ask you, what would you say? You know what word David used in Psalm 103:2 to describe his life? He said praise. I know, right? Praise. Now, I'm sure that wasn't the word you were thinking of for yourself, because I know I wasn't thinking of that word. But when I think about how David could use that word, even in the midst of his struggles and his pains and his sorrows, and if you know anything about the Psalms like I do, it was a poetic roller coaster of emotions this man went through during the different seasons of his life. And yet through all of that, he consistently made his life a life of praise. And you got to ask yourself, how in the world? Well, he reveals the secret of the latter part of that verse by reminding himself of never forgetting the good things that God does for him. And you see, y'all, life has a way of making us forget. You know, those giants and those mountains that oppose us, that try to distract us from the things that are right in our lives and what we do have, by causing us to focus more on the things that are not right and where we lack. And y'all, when we do that, when we shift and become distracted, we begin to focus on those things that are lacking, that we don't have, that are going wrong, that are failing, so to speak. And this is why remembering God's goodness in our lives is so important. So it's that when we're in the middle of our storm and we're surrounded by all those dark clouds, his son will actually break through those clouds of despair and give us hope. And y'all, I'm not saying that this is easy. I actually had to create a journal where I could write down the answered prayers and testimonies for when I needed it the most. It's during those trials and those tribulations. It's to remind me that if God could bring me through before, oh, y'all, then he can definitely do it again. And let me say this too. This is not about ignoring the bad things in life. Child, as long as we're breathing, there will be tribulation. So we might as well just go ahead and heed the words of Jesus that we're going to deal with those things. No. This is about understanding that in the midst of it all, God is still good and he's still in control. And when we refocus on that, we can be like David and we can say, let all that I am, not a little bit, not a some, but all that I am, both good and bad, happy and sad, in plenty or in want, let every part of me praise the Lord.